Hey guys, it's me, Poppy, reading here, and today we're going to read part 1 of Strange Stains and Mysterious Smells, Terry Jones and Brian Freud, Quinton Cottaging's Journal of Fairy Research. So I'm going to be reading this in sections. Sometimes I'll do multiple sections in a day, sometimes I'll do one section in a day. Just depends on how long the sections are, because I like to keep my videos about a half hour, 40 minutes. So, preface. In the wake of the extraordinary and now famous Lady Cottaging's press fairy book comes the sensational discovery of the hitherto unknown twin brothers, Quinton's own journal. Terry Jones and Brian Freud, during one of their one of their frequent periods of unemployment, had taken up flower arranging, and while cutting peonies in the gardens of the Institute for Criminally Insane, they chanced upon a large tin box buried in the garden. Its contents proved quite remarkable. At first sight, all it contained were a few pieces of rusting scientific equipment whose purpose was unknown. However, in the bottom of the box was a mildewed book, which turned out on inspection to be nothing less than a journal of scientific experiments kept by Quinton Cottaging during his stay in the above-mentioned institute. Not only did the book record every experiment carried out by Quinton, it also included detailed instructions concerning the use and maintenance of the equipment. It appeared that while the twin sister, Angelica Coddington, was obsessed by fairies, Quinton was obsessed by the seamy world of saints and blotches, smears, and maculations, specks, smirches, marks, blemishes, spatters, daubs, blots of all kinds. He was equally curious about the smells. He became convinced that both stains and smells poses a life of their own, that they are living entities capable of thought and reproduction. He therefore begged his host at the Institute for the Criminally Insane to provide him with the means of constructing the equipment he needed to pursue his theory. With the aid of the grant of FEHPACI, Foundation for the Encouragement of Harmless Pursuits Among the Criminally Insane, Quinton Coddington constructed his psychic image nebulizing generator and his primary odor nasaling gasifier. Then he devoted 30 years of painstaking scientific research to revealing the true nature of the stains and smells. Why he never communicated his results to the world is still a mystery. Perhaps, having seen the ridicule and scorn showered upon his sister upon publication of her fairy photography, he chose not to risk exposing himself to similar contempt. Perhaps he felt the world was not yet ready. The Institute for the Criminally Insane is a fine example of a privatized healthcare catering not only to the criminally insane, but to all those seeking a stress-free holiday in quiet yet amusing and constantly surprising surroundings. Why not book your holiday today? One of our away from it all weekends will cost you a little over $120 per person, or deluxe Euro executive weekend for two will enticingly priced at $550 include use of one of the secure wings. For such startling Perhaps he felt the world was not yet ready for such startling revelations. Perhaps he himself found it difficult to accept the startling results of his experiments. But whatever the reason, Quinton Coddington remained silent about his remarkable discoveries, and shortly before his death buried all his equipment and his journal in the garden of the Institute for the Criminally Insane, where they remained until Terry Jones and Brian Freud chanced upon them. Inspired by Quinton Coddington's scientific approach, Jones and Freud were able to restore the Coddington equipment to full running order. They then set about repeating the experiments as recorded in Quinton's journal. The results were staggering. With the aid of the psychic image nebulizing generator, they were able to reveal for the first time in history the true nature of the spots and stains that surround us in daily life. Similarly, the primary odor nasaling gasifier analyzed the electric protoplasmic nature of smells. By using these two pieces of apparatuses, Jones and Freud found they could reveal the corporeal existence, normally invisible to the human eye, of stains and smells. Unfortunately, these images proved too insubstantial for the record to be recorded photographically. Brian Freud therefore set about the immense task of painting each one of them as they were discovered. In the meantime, Terry Jones interviewed these strange and hitherto totally unknown creatures. The result in this astonishing book here is a full, unexpurgated guide to the unnatural history of mess makers and Pong perpetrators, in which we were able to see for the first time the fascinating creatures that create and that are strange stains and mysterious smells.